Here at the Beauty Spot, we're going to be covering laser treatment and hair removal. So I'm just going to ask a quick few questions of Joe about what we're going to actually be doing. So what are we doing right now?
Okay, so before you can go ahead with a course of laser hair removal treatment, Sam, you need to have a patch test, and that's really important just to make sure that you don't have any reaction to the treatments, such as a folliculitis outbreak or something like that. It's very, very unlikely, but it is part of the procedure. And the other thing that we've also already done is we've taken a full medical history from you, and we've talked about whether or not you have any skin conditions like eczema,
which I already said.
Psoriasis.
Eczema is an issue.
All that kind of thing. Laser treatments can sometimes settle down those kind of conditions, but it's still really important that I know about it because that's going to affect what kind of settings that we use on the machine.
Super. So, is this going to hurt? That's what I'm scared about. I know I'm getting ready for patch tests. It's the skin test that we have to do a week before. So next week you'll get to actually see the hair removal. That will be in the same episode we put together. Am I going to be in pain?
So this is completely pain-free. It's a pain-free experience. The way that the heat and light builds up gradually is really comfortable. So what you're going to actually feel is a mixture of a hot and cold sensation. The actual handpiece that I use has got a cooling tip on it, so it's a really, really comfortable procedure. Most patients, when, for example, they're having their legs done, a large area, will just doze off while they're having
Wow, so we have a snooze.
They have a snooze as
well. You take all the hair off. So I'll put my glasses on, Joe?
Okay, that's right, just to protect your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I want you to do, Sam, is if on a scale of 1 to 5, the heat starts to creep up a little bit, you let me know and I'll stop. Okay, you ready? So we're just seeing some flashes now. How does that feel? Okay. And that's your patch test.
It's all done.
That is done.
Welcome back to the clinic at Beauty Spot. We're back again at Fresh Laser and Aesthetics in Macclesfield, Cheshire with the lovely Joe, and we're going to discuss laser hair removal. Hi Joe, how are you?
Hi Sam, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Last time I was here we did a test, didn't we? Just to see how I reacted or didn't react to laser treatment.
To the laser hair removal treatments.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the laser and how it works? How does it actually, does it kill the hair or is it the follicles? What's going on? What's the science behind it?
Okay, so the science bit is that the laser works by thermal heat and light in motion. And by passing this high fluence of heat and light over the skin, the idea is that heat and light penetrates down to the bulb that feeds the follicle of hair.
Right.
So by breaking down the bulb that feeds the follicle, we're getting a more thorough method of hair removal than perhaps your traditional laser treatments, which are known as IPL, intense pulse light, which is a shot of light beaming away at the follicle and snapping away. It's not as, it's also quite painful. Thermal heat and light is pain-free.
Oh wow, that's good. I noticed that when you did the tester.
Didn't hurt, did it?
It didn't hurt, never hurt, and I didn't have any reaction, and the hair's still gone. Yeah.
Fantastic!
Yeah. I want to hear about the popular areas of hair removal for both men and women.
Okay.
Shall we start with the ladies?
Let's go ladies first.
Okay, so which areas do ladies really start to come forward and say, this is, you know, this is a real big problem for me, I want it removed? Or they just thought, you know what, I'd like not to have to shave that every day.
Okay, so the most popular I would say for ladies is the face. That's probably the most commonly area treated as probably top lip and chin. We look in the mirror, it's what we focus on first. We might see these little hairs here and here and think, oh my god, we really don't like that. They've got to go. So especially if they're dark, those are very popular areas to treat. And if I often have a lot of clients that maybe suffer from polycystic ovaries, which is where you can get very coarse growth of hair on the face. So, you know, some ladies can actually have almost beard-like male hair, and it's growing on the cheeks and on the neck as well, and that is obviously very, very upsetting for them. They are the people that will get fantastic results very quickly as well, which is good news for them.
And so they have their 6 sessions, and do they have to have a top-up every year?
Yeah, for most of those people, they would have 6 sessions. Generally speaking, on the face, you may need to look at more than 6 sessions. You may need to look at 10 sessions and some maintenance, because the growth cycle on a face is very quick. It's the quickest growth cycle of
So it's different to the arms and legs.
Different. And I may suggest to you that if you wanted your top lip done, I might say to you, come back after 4 weeks for the first couple of sessions, just to really give things a boost and get on top of that growth cycle. After the face, I would say that then ladies are thinking about the bikinis. They're thinking about maybe these days a Brazilian, which is just the fine landing strip, or a Hollywood, which is all the hair off. Everything off, and that is really, very, very fashionable these days, very popular.
And because it's not painful with this type of treatment,
that's right.
It's quite easy to let someone go down there and do that job.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's super, great. And what about for the gentlemen?
For the gents, obviously the chest and the back is really popular. A lot more gentlemen these days are going for waxing, and there's a lot of knock-on problems associated with waxing ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
So for them, the laser is great. They know it's pain-free, so they like that as well.
Yeah.
Because I think men are generally a lot less prepared to put up with pain, you know, for their beauty treatments. And again, a lot of gentlemen are coming to have their faces lasered these days as well. They don't want to have to shave. Everyone's busier these days, and also a lot of gentlemen do struggle with rashes and sores on their faces after they've shaved, especially ingrown hairs on the neck. So if they can get that lasered and just shave once a week, once a fortnight, they're happy with that.
That's super, because I forget that there are certain areas of the body where the hair just grows back a lot faster. Like you said, the face, it actually grows back faster.
Really.
And I think also the pubic area, it does as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it can do. I think what I also find with most of my clients is that everyone has an area that will take very quickly. That might be, if I was to treat your whole body, you might find your underarms take very, very quickly. Your bikini might be stubborn. Often it's the other way around. So everybody's different as well, and you have to expect different results in different areas.
Super, Jo. Thanks for that info.
You're welcome.
So now we're about to move into the treatment room and start some treatment on the arms. I shaved the armpit area, Jo, because unlike other hair removal treatments, you actually have to have a fresh shave, you said.
That's right, yes. The beauty of this treatment is that you will shave your skin, the area that you're going to have treated the morning of the treatment, or maybe the evening before, and that between sessions you just continue to shave hair off. So no need to grow hair, like you have to grow your hair when your legs are really long for waxing and things like that. That's all the thing of the past now. So you can basically stay hair free for the duration of your treatments anyway, just by shaving the hairs away between sessions.
That's great, because then you don't have to have quite a heavy growth.
Absolutely, you never have hair.
Yeah, super. I like that. So we're going to start now with the actual treatment.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, Sam, is I've already wiped off your deodorant, because if you have deodorant on the underarm area while we do the laser, it can draw some heat and it can feel a little bit uncomfortable. So that's the reason for taking off the deodorant. And I've put a thin layer of conducting gel, like we did on the patch test, if you remember, just on your underarm. And you were all fine after the patch test. No sore skin, no rashes or anything like that. So we'll start the treatment. Same as with the patch test, if on a 1 to 5 you start to feel heat around a 4, 3, 4, just let me know, and I won't take the handles away. I'll just keep it in contact, but you'll feel some instant cooling. And remember, you put your finger on here, how cold it feels, so you'll get that cool down.
Oh, that is really cold.
Yeah, it's icing up as I'm speaking. Okay, so we'll get going.
Okay.
So you'll be hearing some beeps at the end of each pass. Okay, how does that feel?
It's fun.
A bit ticklish.
It's cold.
And cold. It will start to warm up.
Sorry, I'm so ticklish. Oh my god.
And some people do find it very, very ticklish.
Give me a minute. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, no, I'm okay. Let's go.
There's one underarm that I can't do.
Really?
I have to do it myself.
Really?
I'm fine on one side, but yes, some people are like this, so...
Let's go for it. I'll be a good girl now.
Okay.
I promise.
Should we just carry on from where we were?
Yeah, just keep going. Don't move, keep moving it. Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any beats?
A little little bit, but then there's that cold that's coming out of it, you see. So it's countering it.
That's right, so you've got a
So
mixture.
I'm definitely having a mixture experience. Yeah.
So that little beep that we heard then was the end of one pass, one 30-second pass. And now we're going to go again.
And how many of these do I have to have?
So I'm going to do 3 each side. What I'm looking to do is build up the kilojoules of heat that I'm putting into the skin. And I'm looking for the underarm. That's hot, okay. So we'll just give you some cooling now. Now can you feel it nice and cold?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're looking to do is to get you up to about 7.5, 8 kilojoules for the underarm area. Does that feel cold now? Ready to go again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so ticklish.
Okay. It is quite common, especially the underarm area, for
I can't believe I chose my underarms.
How's that feeling?
It's okay. Yeah.
You might just get used to it. It's better than pain.
Well, let's keep going here. Bit of a giggle.
It's fine. I think you'll settle into it. So just one more pass now.
Okay.
You see the skin's gone lovely and pink as well. So it looks to me like you're going to get a fantastic result with this. Now what's going to happen in the next couple of days, Sam, is that the hair is going to just come through on your underarms. You're going to look tomorrow or maybe the next day and think, oh, I've got hair again on my underarms. You can shake that hair away. And then what you will probably find is that you will get quite a hair-free period of time, okay?
Okay.
So, that in time for your next session, the hair that is coming through on your next session will be the hair that you treated today.
Okay.
That will be finer, softer and patchier.
It's hot.
Cool now? Actually, we're doing 5 more seconds.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, Sam, so I'm just going to start now on the next underarm. Now, a lot of people find they're perhaps a little bit less ticklish on one side than the other. Let's hope that you're not more ticklish on this side than on the other side.
We're going to find out.
Let's get going.
It's really cold.
It is cold between passes. Now, the noise that we're hearing now, the little beeps, are the machine just counting down the 30-second pass of time. We can have 30-second passes. Don't forget to let me know if it gets hot again. We can have 3-second passes, we can have 1-second passes. Generally the darker the skin, so if I'm treating say an Afro-Caribbean skin, I'll do shorter passes of time so the skin can get more cooling in between.
Right.
And I'll also set the fluence lower, so for yourself, because your skin is quite fair, I've got the fluence of the machine set on a 7. That's the end of one pass there, so we're just going to do 3 more of those. So we've got you on a 7, which is the highest setting, because we need to get as much heat and light as possible to your follicles, because you're quite fair skinned.
That wasn't unpleasant at all. A little bit ticklish on one arm.
On one
Other than
side.
that, it was really good. It was fine.
Okay.
Enjoyed that.
Good.
I just want to know, if I was Asian or Afro-Caribbean, I had, quite dark skin, would this treatment work?
It would do, yeah. Now previously laser treatments haven't always been suitable for Asian skin or Afro-Caribbean skin because laser is drawn to pigment, and dark skin would naturally just draw the pigment very quickly, and people could get a lot of burnt skin. It could be very, very uncomfortable for them. With this machine we can change the fluence of the setting. So for yourself today, I've treated you on a fluence of a 7, which is what I would do myself on our skin type. We would have a 7. If somebody came to me with Asian skin, very dark skin, we might just treat them on a 1 or a setting of a 2. So there's a lot less power, a lot less heat and light going to the skin, so there's not as much, as I say, the hair, the follicle, the colour draws the heat and the light down. So the less power we have, the more gentle the treatment is for them. So they'll still get a really comfortable treatment and they'll still get fantastic results.
Great, that's interesting to know. Thanks, Jo.